Hey guys, it's Steven here, back with another video. The Premier League is back tomorrow. Manchester City take on West Ham in the early kickoff, actually at 12:30, and I will be doing a watch along, of course, so make sure you're there for the watch along tomorrow. It'll be good to see you all. Today I'm going to run through this game and offer some thoughts, basically some takes on it and all that kind of stuff, and try and predict the lineup, go through the team news, think about West Ham and everything else, basically, and hopefully predict a Manchester City win. I'll get onto that in a little bit, but we're going to go through loads of things today, and we're going to start initially with just the overview of this game. Of course, this is an important game. It's early on, of course, but we're still trying to find the Manchester City, the best Manchester City side that we possibly can be. This is our 5th game in the Premier League as it currently stands, and we win this game, we'll probably jump up towards the Champions League places, which is kind of nice. I know it'll be only a 5th game, but it'll be nice just to kind of momentarily go level on points with Liverpool at very least. Of course, they're playing Sheffield United tomorrow evening, but just for kind of like emotional sakes, it'll be good to kind of get up there near the top. Chasing the current leaders, Aston Villa and Everton. Who would have thought that, really? But it's a big game tomorrow for those reasons alone. And Guardiola, of course, was talking quite a bit about this game in the press conference. A couple of notable things to me. He talked a little bit about Ruben Diaz. I guess he was asked about Ruben Diaz, and he said about Diaz, he's settled good. He came from Benfica fully fit. He still needs time to get some situations, some ideas, some rhythm and process we need, and he's open-minded. Of course, Diaz had an excellent start so far. I've been quietly confident. I was quietly confident when we signed him that he'd impress a few people, and I've seen nothing to suggest otherwise so far. Diaz has been a very good signing so far. Of course, it is very much early days, but the guy is very, very likeable. And Guardiola is absolutely spot on. Guardiola was also asked about injuries in general. He said, the day before the game, I don't know my selection, which makes it very hard for me, Guardiola. I've got no idea what you're going to pick up. But anyway, he said, we play tomorrow at 12:30. With not much recovery time. The guys will train well, and tonight we will decide. There are niggles in some players. He loves the word niggles at the moment, and I said it about 5,000 times during the watch along the other day. He said there are niggles in some players, and some coming back. Some come back immediately, and others need time. And he went on to talk about how in general players are asked to do crazy things these days with the schedule and no break and all that kind of stuff. And if we're being honest, he's not wrong. It's very tough for footballers at the moment. I mean, I know, woe is me and all that kind of stuff, tiny violin. But in terms of relative to their career, they're all millionaires, I know, but they must be tired, they must be tired, both physically and mentally, so there will be more injuries. On to that one, in terms of the team news, Guardiola was being incredibly frustrating. He's very cryptic at the moment, and often kind of like wrong. I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but he keeps telling us one thing, and then another different thing entirely happening. So basically, we thought Fernandinho was going to be out for ages, and apparently he's out for less than a month now. Guardiola said he's going to be out for a long, long time. Now he said Fernandinho will be out for less than a month. Mendy apparently a long time, but now he said he's definitely out for tomorrow and the next days. So the next days, is it going to be the next weeks or next few days? We don't really know. On Gabriel Jesus, who's back now in individual training, he said he's getting better, but a tough injury. Still, he couldn't train with us. He'll be ready when he does train because he gets to form quickly, but maybe 1 week, 2 weeks before that. Initially, it looked like he was going to be out for ages, but now he's back in one-to-one training. So it might be less than a month as well for Gabriel Jesus. We don't know, but it's very positive. And this is where he was annoyingly cryptic. He went, when he asked about Laporte, Ake and Kevin De Bruyne, he said, some of them will be involved, some of them no. You will know tomorrow. Cheers, Pep. I mean, it's very frustrating, but I guess he's doing it on purpose, really. I guess he's trying to be, I don't know, maybe trying to be cryptic and kind of, or maybe he's just not really paying attention. We've got so many injuries at the moment. He's been thinking like, I don't know, he's out for that. How many weeks is he out for? I guess he doesn't really care unless the players are there actually training in front of him. And if they're not there, they're kind of dead to him until they're ready and available. Who knows? But all we know is that I reckon some of these injuries aren't quite as bad as he made out to be. As he made them out to be. Literally him, if we're being honest. In terms of the actual lineup, I mean, I just haven't got a clue at the moment. It's very difficult to decide. I don't know who's going to be fit out of Ake, De Bruyne and Laporte. I've got a feeling one will be involved and maybe not. In terms of the goalkeeper, it's going to be Mr. Edison. But it's going to be Edison, of course. We know it'll be Edison. Steady Eddie in goal there. He's absolutely no doubt. I reckon we'll see something like we saw the other day. I reckon we're going to see Cancelo at right back. Then Walker at centre-back, then Ruben Diaz, and then I reckon Nathan Ake will actually make a sensational recovery after his niggle the other day and start at left back. That's what I kind of want to see as well, if I'm being honest. I kind of liked it the other day. Cancelo hopefully learning that inside midfield thing a little bit better as well. Walker alongside Diaz made a lot of sense. Stones won't get a game, I don't think. Maybe he'll randomly start, but Stones seems to be behind Garcia. I don't want Garcia on the pitch. Maybe Laporte will be involved, but I got a feeling Laporte will be on the bench if he's not fully fit yet. So I'm going to go for Cancelo, Walker, Diaz, and Ake in defence. In terms of midfield, I'm not really sure. I'm going to say it'll be Rodri at the base of midfield. This could be anything, man. It could be Gundogan here, but I'm going to say Rodri in the base of midfield. And then I'm going to say ahead of them, I don't think it'll be a double pivot. I think it'll be Bernardo who'll have the job occasionally of defending alongside Rodri. But Foden, I've got a feeling might start in midfield there, so I'm going for Foden. And then in the front three, I was tempted at one point to put Foden in the front three, but I've gone for him in midfield after his cameo the other day. Does Torres get a start? It's Guardiola, so probably not. I think the front three will be predictable here. I'm going for Mahrez on the right, Sterling on the left, and Aguero through the middle. Not necessarily what I personally want to see, but that's the lineup that I think it will be. I mean, I would love to see... I would see Torres get a start for the team. Maybe even Sterling get a rest, because Sterling is in great form. You know, it'd be nice to see Torres play ahead of Sterling or Mahrez at the moment, because neither is actually, impressing that much Mahrez or Sterling at the moment. They're both just in okay form at very best, and I wouldn't be adverse to see Torres get a little bit of game time. Maybe as well we'll see someone like Tommy Doyle get a bit of game time off the bench or something, given Fernandinho's injury. Maybe not, of course, but maybe. In terms of West Ham, well, West Ham are a weird team so far this season. Let me just get the results up again. West Ham currently sitting ninth. They're on a strange run of form so far. They had that sensational fight back the other day, that 10-minute fight back against Spurs, which shows that West Ham currently aren't, they're not mugs, basically. They've got a decent little thing going on this season so far. That Lanzini goal last minute, that absolute sensational leveller, that's the kind of thing that fires you into good form sometimes, so we can't really deny that. Given the fact that as well, they've already had a couple of excellent results. I mean, the weird one, they got battered 4-1 by Everton, in the Carabao Cup. But either side of that, they beat Wolves 4-0, man. Like, Wolves 4-0 is impressive. Jared Bowen's in great form. He scored a couple. Sebastian Haller getting a goal in that game. And they beat Leicester away 3-0 as well. Leicester, Jared Bowen, another goal for him in that game, with Antonio and Fornal scoring as well. Other than that, they have lost to Newcastle and Arsenal at the start of the season. But they're in decent form, and they are a very tricky team at the moment. In terms of how they play, they're currently doing a free at the back kind of thing at the moment. It is working for them. Against Spurs at the back, they had Cresswell and Bonner, Balbuena, Masawaka, Kufal. I'm not sure they're all available, but they have kind of got a thing that's working at the moment for him. Obviously, Declan Rice is one of the best players in midfield. Jared Bowen's adapted to life in the Premier League. A friend of mine, who the VGC owner, where I do games reviews, he's a big West Ham fan, and he's been really happy with Jared Bowen. And Mikel Antonio's the kind of guy I can just imagine scoring against Manchester City. So they have got some good players. And Fornals is a good little wing, Lanzini might be buzzing at the moment, They've got a basically, they're riding that crest of a wave at the moment of positivity. So it is Moyes, of course. It could come crashing down at any point. But in terms of the prediction, I'm not expecting this game to be particularly easy. I'm not expecting it to be overly difficult either. But you just don't know which Manchester City are going to turn up. I would love to see Manchester City really make a statement in this game. Genuinely turn up, show that intense, aggressive football. I want to see the triangles returning. I want to see that intricate link-up play that we know can be there, that we've seen in brief moments, like against Leicester and against Leeds at times. We saw little bits of magic every now and then. The first 20 minutes against Leeds was the best we played so far this season, but we've not been able to turn that into a 90-minute performance yet. We could be boosted, of course, with Laporte there and Kevin De Bruyne if they come back into the team. I mean, imagine a team with those two came back and you've got Laporte, Ake, Diaz and Walker's defence. That's so solid. And then you've got De Bruyne alongside Bernardo and Rodri or Gundogan or something like that. All of a sudden, the team looks really, really strong. But we might not have that. It might be an entirely different lineup. The prediction for me in my head entirely depends on what kind of system we go for. But I think City should have just about too much to beat West Ham. I think we should do. I know we are away from home, but I'm going for... I think it'll be a tough game, but I'm going for a 2-1 Manchester City victory. I think largely it could be 2-0 and they'll get one back and they'll kind of scare us a little bit, but we'll weather the West Ham's storm. And the Hammers will unfortunately settle for 0 points. And Manchester City, hopefully, will go for 3 points. I'm not overly confident on this, but I think it'll be a much more difficult game than we realise, but I am going for that. So that is my prediction, 2-1. Let me know down in the comments, as ever, what you think the score will be. And I want to see what you think the lineup will be, of course, as well. Because no one knows. It's so hard to predict at the moment, isn't it? It's genuinely very, very difficult. Don't forget as well, there will be a watch along tomorrow from around like midday-ish, 12ish or something. It's an early kickoff, of course, so I'll see you there, hopefully, for the watch along, and I hope you're ready to chat shit and watch football with me as ever. For now, though, thank you for watching this video. Please do give this video a like if you are new to the channel. Let me know your predictions, your lineups, all that usual stuff down in the comments below, and hit the notification button if you are a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscriber button and then the notification button so you don't miss out on any single videos. For now, though, love you all loads. Come on, City, in a bit.